Shalom. Mr. Allah. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakudash. 1 second. That's better. Slakin. Today's lesson is going to be on, pride. And I only have 2 scriptures in line. If the Spirit, Lord willing, if the Spirit goes, we'll get into a little bit more scriptures. But, by now you should probably tell that my lessons are quite short and straight to the point. I was, I caught myself, a lot of the times being proudful, acting like if I am the elect, I would be like, man, as soon as I get that power, I'm gonna get revenge on him. I'm gonna have sex with her. I'm gonna do this. Acting like if I was, part of the elect already, which, Lord willing, I'd be of that elect. But right now we're not sure, so that's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we're hoping that we're part of the elect, And I've been just, catching myself lately, being proudful, especially when I first was in this truth. I was very proudful, This is Galatians 6:3. For if a man think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. Right, man. So we're nothing, Use my sickness as an example. We get sick easily, we get the urge to have sex with literally fucking the smallest thing, getting touched on the hip, like the smallest things give us the urge to do the most wickedest things, we can't adapt, we're nothing. We're not at that glorious state that we once were in. We're working minimum wage, or we're not making money like, the normal person would. We're at the bottom of the barrel, right now, because we went off, and this is again Galatians 6:3. For if a man think himself to be something, so if you think yourself to be something, like if you think yourself to be something, like yeah, I'm part of the elect, the elder Marakta Zagba, he was going into this lesson about this dude who literally thought, he wasn't going into, like, that's the whole thing, but the live stream he was going into this. Damn, this nigga was bugged the hell out, man. He literally thought that the book of Revelations was about him. The dude was commenting on the elders, comment board, talking about he thought he was Yahushai. I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm not gonna forget that, man. I was literally laying down, and when he said that, when he read it out loud, I was like, what the fuck, But it goes to show you, man, that these people really think, our people are, they can be very, they can be very level-headed, let's just say, simple-minded, how the hell are you gonna be in? I don't know, man, but that just goes to show you that our people are very proudful, he literally thought he was the only begotten Son of the Lord, of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. That, how high of a state that is, man. Crazy, man. But this is 1 Corinthians 8:1. Now as touching things offered unto idols, We know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. And right, man. So because we have this truth, sometimes we get puffed up. Sometimes, you know, you can say something that's, like, you just get puffed up, but you gotta calm yourself down, take a breather, we gotta understand that we're gonna get mocked, we're gonna get scoffed at, you know, they, and I'm not coming at anybody, I'm just saying this as for me, because I know that I be thinking some things when, I get scoffed and I get mocked at, I be thinking things in my head that, you know, they wouldn't be wicked, but um it would just be I wouldn't consider it wicked. It would just be more like you ain't gotta take it there, like I'd be thinking like, boy, I hope the Lord fucking crash a helicopter with the wings and they chop your fucking head off, like you don't gotta go there, but it gets you mad, but this also is going to, um when you get prideful about your knowledge, when you try to come at the elders, like, oh, I think you're wrong, elder. It's not like that. It's like this because my spirit tell me that this is right. So you wrong, elder. Like, no, man. The elders have been doing this for years, longer than the elders and apostles of Great Millstone have been doing this for like twice my age. I'm like 17 right now. They've been doing this for the better half of 40 years. The better part of 40 years. I don't know exactly how many years they've been doing it, but trust me, it's a long ass time. And to see their faith, and to see how they to see how they carry themselves, in a way where they're not prideful, but at the same time, that they how do I put this? It's like they're not prideful, but they put themselves in a way where they're spiritual, and they never say that this is of them. They're always giving credit to Yahweh Shai, which rightfully so, but just a little heads up for myself, first and foremost, to to just try not to get puffed up, man, because sometimes you get puffed up and you don't even realize it until after, like at first, when I first came into the truth, I was like 3 months in, and and I knew already to give praise to Yahweh Shai, to give praise to Yahweh Basim Yahweh Shai and all that. I knew that man's goings of the Lord and all that, and I would I would based off the things that I did know, I would go and try to correct other people. Like I wasn't that far into the truth where I could start doing that, because they could have, if it was a Christian, at that time, and they came with me with that John 3:16, I wouldn't know what to say per se. Obviously now I do. I'm far more I like to say I'm more advanced than I was before, but enough elaborating. Salaki for that, rambling. Just want to get off the chest, but Lord willing was edifying in any way, shape, or form. The water of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, forgive me the Rukaku to this lesson. Shalom.